Hey y'all, welcome in or welcome back to the Monster Meadow. My name is Meadow, and today we will be unboxing the one and only Fang Jinafire Long. Now, I was not able to pre-order her when the pre-orders were open, so she is purchased from a reseller. I waited until prices went as low as they could get, which is something I highly recommend doing. Not only just to save yourself some money, but also to try and get scalpers and resellers out of our community. If you miss a drop, if you absolutely have to buy from a reseller, wait until the price is as low as it's going to get, wait a few months, because either the price is going to get as close to retail as the seller is going to let it, and if you buy it then, they're going to make as little profit as possible, and it's going to begin to discourage them, or some resellers will actually return everything they bought because they aren't making any profit. So either hold out until they are going as low as they will go, or just don't buy and wait for them to return and for the company to restock the dolls that were returned. Because we've seen it with Bratz after the Mean Girls release, and we just need to teach scalpers a lesson, because it is absolutely insane out there on Mercari and eBay. You have scalpers posting listings months before the official drop even happens, before we even see a finalized version. But yeah, I don't like purchasing from scalper resellers. I try my best to purchase from a collector as much as possible, because one, a collector is going to take care of the items. A scalper reseller, they just want the profit. One thing I try to look for in listings is referring to the doll by pronouns, like gendered pronouns or non-gender pronouns in the case of non-binary characters. But instead of calling it the doll or the item or it, I try to look for she is in perfect condition, he is well loved, they are coming from a pet-free, smoke-free home. When someone's part of the community, they know that the doll is a character, because as fans of a brand like Monster High, where the characters have their own personalities, likes, dislikes, all that, we know that they are people. Yes, they are dolls, but they are people. Scalpers don't care. They just want to make money. So just let's try our best to kick these scalpers out of the community, please, for the sake of every fan out there. Scalpers ruin doll collecting for the rest of us. I try my hardest not to buy from someone who's selling just to sell. I try to buy from someone who, from a collector who needs some extra cash, or from a collector who's going off to college and needs the money to pay for their tuition. Something like that. Don't try your best not to give it to someone who just wants your money. Yeah, the corporation wants our money, but they're selling it to us at as low as they're willing to go. Scalpers, honestly, it's insane. Anyway, Jinafire. she is very much recognized as one of the best Monster High dolls ever made, on par with Miss Vampire Heart Draculaura. You know, Vampire Heart and Fang Jinafire are some of the two most sought after collector's dolls just because of the intricacy of their outfits. You know, Fang Rochelle, a lot of people were kind of let down about her final design, but she was also the first one they were doing, so I kind of give her some grace in that. But Fang Jinafire, this is something Mattel needs to be aiming for every single time. Because this, I would gladly give them my money. I mean, I already do gladly give them my money, but I would gladly give them more money if this is what we were getting every single time. This and Vampire Heart, something of this quality with this intricacy, this much detail, I would gladly pay the raising prices. But yeah, we're going to take a closer look at her before I bust her out of the box, obviously. But I did not know this because I wasn't as active in the forums when Jinafire was coming out as I am now. But she does come with a print. It's a piece of artwork. I know Rochelle came with like a poster in her box, you know, but this one is like actual printed artwork. Like there's texture to this. Obviously it's still in its plastic. I plan to get a frame for this. I have a frame on the way for this and Rochelle's poster. I would like to hang them up somewhere. But yeah, this is also beautiful, just as beautiful as the doll itself. So let's go take a closer look at these two, and then we will break Jinafire out of her box. Okay, here we have Miss Fang Jinafire Long in her box. Again, the artwork on this box is just amazing. You have this gold foiling, Miss Jinafire in this circle. Up top, you have textured scales on the box. You have, I believe these are cherry blossoms, and then there's spider webs among the branches with some dewdrops. Because if memory serves me correctly, Jinafire is a Chinese dragon, and Chinese dragons are typically water related. I don't know why they gave her fire powers, but the type of dragon she is typically associated with water. And as you can see here, there are clouds and ocean waves in the traditional, I believe, Chinese art style. I think Jinafire is a Chinese dragon. It's been a while since I've looked at her bio. But yeah, you have her name here in kind of a red nameplate, again with dewdrop covered spider webs, Monster High, and gold detailing. And then here you can see more of the tree, clouds, waves. Again, Fang Vote. Here is the back of the box. You can get a sneak peek at the back of her. Let's see. Thunder clashes as Jinafire Long rises from the sea in fiery splendor, soaring above mist-shrouded mountains and toward the heavens. She is breathtaking in a gown that brings together all the most intrinsic parts of herself. Fire and water, earth and sky, ancestral past and radiant future. With her dragon heart burning bright, she flies so high that even the moon feels within reach. And then you have more ocean waves, scales, clouds, flowers. I always thought Jinafire's tail was so unique. I was always impressed by it. Although the Jinafire doll I had, the tail would always fall off. It would not stay in place. I forget which Jinafire I had. It might be I don't think it was the Paris, the Scarus look. It was the other one. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember for the life of me. But here is the other side. You have some more gold foiling. I wonder if that's to be like, I don't know, sun rays or wind or something. You have the mountains. And then you have the top of the box. You can look down. And then, of course, the bottom of the box. Monster High Jinafire Long Fang Boat Doll. This product is intended for adult collectors and is not intended for children under 14 years of age. 1 doll, 1 stand, 1 accessory, certificate of authenticity. Then, of course, proof of purchase. This is her model number, HXJ07. I say that because I personally have a spreadsheet of every G1 and alumni Monster High doll ever. And I have like their name, the line they're from, the year they were released, model number, assortment number if they have one, and then details of how they are in my collection if I do have them. Because again, it's like every doll ever. Well, G1 style doll. But yeah. I'm just crazy like that, I guess. And then here is her print. I still have it in the plastic. I don't want to take it out until I have the frame. But when I do have it in its frame, I will show you guys. Again, there's Rochelle's poster. I have a frame for that on the way too. But here is Jinafire. Again, you have the tree with the flowers, the big mountain in the background, clouds. I believe this is wind. You have Jinafire herself, some spider webs, ocean waves, and then I'm not sure what this is. I wonder if it's the artist's signature. I don't know. I can't read that. But yeah, that is the print she comes with. And then Jinafire. Now let's go break her out of her box. Okay, it's time to get Jinafire out of her box. Now, I decided not to go back to the table setup just because I kind of like it here on the floor. You know, I feel like it's easier for me to be able to show you guys the doll. Plus, you all can actually see what's going on. Here is the empty box. Set that aside. She is, and then on the back we have her COA and her stand. Tape off of this. Why did I do that? Now, I don't really take these out of the box and hold them, but it does feel like they have started to use thicker COAs. Before it was just a piece of like thin cardstock. Now it's like actually thick. So there's that. Mattel Creations Certificate of Authenticity. Monster High Fang Vote. This certifies that your Monster High Jinafire Long Fang Vote doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel. So we will set that aside. Okay. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There was a rubber band holding this in place, as well as some tape. And the tape kind of stuck to it, so let's take that off. Okay. So she does have a saddle stand because she is in a very loose, flowy, elaborate dress. So here is the saddle. I wonder if this is going to fit her bottom. We will see. And then, of course, the bag holding the base of the stand. And this time, instead of a waist clip, we are provided with leg clips. This like holds her thighs or something. I believe they do this with Model Muse Barbies, except they don't really have a saddle. They just have the thigh clip and it's really loose. So here's to hoping that these actually hold her legs tight. But yeah, it just, I believe, clips onto here. Come on. I don't want to break you. Come on. Get on there. Unless it goes this way. Okay. So, on the saddle, there is a little notch here in the stand. Let's scooch closer so you can see it. There's a little notch here in the stand, and then there's like a piece of plastic kind of, it sticks out a bit. So there's a clip on here. You take this and put it onto the piece that is sticking out, and then it slides into place. And then you can turn it. I wasn't able to get it on from the front, so I put it on this side because the little part that clips on, it's not big enough to like slide over this. Well, now it is. Okay. It just wasn't working. So I slipped it on the back and turned it. But yeah, it just kind of clips onto there, and when you put her on, it'll hold her thighs. Now for the base of the stand. Now they did something very cool. They made the base of the stand look like water shooting up. And as you've seen, there are like flowy pieces of blue fabric coming off of the dress. And when she is on the stand, it looks like she is like surrounded by water shooting out of it. So I really like that they went into that much detail. And on the bottom here, there's like waves molded into the bottom, or around the bottom. So I really like how much detail they put into this doll. I just really, really wish they did the same thing for more of their collector dolls. Especially with how disappointing Midnight Runway was for the price we paid for it. You know, I just really wish Mattel treated their loyal fans better. Because for a lot of collectors, the brands we collect them because we loved them as a child. That's the case for a lot of collectors. So I feel like companies don't appreciate that the love we have for their brand, their products, carries on from our childhood into adulthood, where we now blow paycheck after paycheck on their products. Because we just love the brand so much. We love what they make. And I just feel like they don't appreciate that as much. But anyway, at the back here, there are cardboard tabs holding rubber bands in place. It looks like this is holding her hair to the back plastic and kind of keeping her headpiece in place. But yeah, you just turn the cardboard and it pops out and you can get the rubber band. I will set the rubber band aside. That is now 2 rubber bands from Jinafire. Okay. Let's see. She has plastic tea ties holding her arms and her waist and her tail in place. So we are going to cut those. Again, I wish we would stop using so many plastic tea ties. You know, this doll was $90. I feel like it would have been a lot better if they had used like blue or gold ribbons to hold her in place instead of these plastic tea ties. You know, something that looks a little more high end. You know, I appreciate the ribbons they used to hold the off-white dolls in place. However, I wish they used that on more collector dolls. You know, and for inbox collectors, I feel like, yeah, oftentimes you can't see plastic tea ties. Well, I mean, on her you can, because there was a giant hole in the back of the box so you could see her, and you could see the plastic tea ties too. So I feel like if they're secured in place with ribbons or threads, it'll look a little nicer, you know, and it'd look like they were packaged with care. I mean, they most likely aren't packaged with care. I mean, they're mass produced. Well, Jinafire was made to order, but still, that doesn't mean they were packaged with care. I don't even want to think about how dolls are put into their boxes in the factory. I feel like that would be very traumatizing as someone who treats their dolls like little people. You know? They're not dolls. They're tiny plastic women. And men, in some cases. They're tiny plastic people. You know, I probably take better care of my dolls than I do myself. one left on her purse. If I can reach it. Come on, I do not want to have to break out the tiny little ones just to get this. I may have to just cut it from the front. Or I can just slip it out. That works. So here is her purse. It is a pearl in... I honestly can't tell what it is, but it's green with some gold at the bottom. There's a dragon, some waves, and then a red ribbon at the bottom. It's a very nice little purse. Looks like her feet are being held in by more tea ties. There's the other foot. Okay. Really? They've got her dress being held in place by microscopic tea ties. Let me break the bottom of the box open. Let's see. Okay. This can come out. Okay. Now, there's also tiny tea ties holding the layers of her dress in place. I will be cutting them because I like being able to fluff the dress. So, pardon me while I do that. Okay, she has been freed. Now her tail is not attached in the box. You have to like find the hole and attach it yourself. So let me do that. Okay, so it's under the poofy skirt. There's a hole in this black gold skirt. Let's see if I can feel my way. Come on, you're right there. Come on. Ha! It's in. Okay. Her tail is attached. This is bugging me. Let me fix it. Sorry, pieces of hair are sticking out of her headpiece. And there's also a giant plastic tea tie sticking out. Alright. There's that. This one on the other side. Her hair is rooted beautifully. Like, because it's pulled up, you can see how it follows the lines. I mean, obviously this is an official Mattel doll. Bootlegs are a different story, but still, it's really nice to see. Okay. I love the intricacies in this doll. Gosh. There is so much to talk about. Let me check the time. Got it. I record before work, so I'm just making sure we're good on time. So, starting from the top, you have her classic green hair with black lowlights. This very intricate gold headpiece with red and pearl detailings. It holds the ponytail in place. It looks almost like a dragon head. You know, you have these pearls hanging down. The hair goes down just past her butt. There is a rubber band holding the, like, breastplate thing in place. There are some pearls on that. You have this fishnet sleeve that kind of billows out. Gold hemming on everything. You have this purple shirt with gold netting on it. There's a black ribbon. I believe this is holding her shirt or her sleeve in place. Her skirt, it has purple lining. It is black with gold detailing on the front. Clouds, flowers, waves. She has gold fishnet tights. Well, they're more like a nude mesh with gold netting over top. She has this belt, gold clouds, pearls. The pearls go to the back. The shoes, they're held in place by a rubber band, but there's also a red ribbon holding it in place. This looks like a fireworks cart. I only say that because my favorite movie of all time is Kung Fu Panda. And that's what he rides into the stadium on. But you have this gold heel. Oh my gosh. And then this is held on by like a black satiny ribbony belt. But it's got layers. Like here is the top of it. You have light blue, kind of a cyan blue. You have this stretchy, pleated blue purple ombre fabric. You have a few layers of that. And then it, of course, looks like I forgot a T-tie. Let me cut that real fast. So it's made to just kind of wrap around her body. I don't know what I'm going to do with her tail when I pose her just yet, but this skirt, oh my gosh. I'm in love with this doll. Oh, and the earrings. She has, of course, I don't know what it's called, but it's red and it looks like a flower. She's got green eyeshadow. She's got what looks like cherry blossoms on her waterline. She's got pearls on either side of her cheekbones. Then she's got these gold earrings, a dark red lip. She's got flowers in her hair. She's got her dragon ears covered by her bangs. I mean, this doll is amazing. Let me get her on her stand. Okay, get her legs in place. Come on. Okay. Oh, the stand, the dress. Oh my I'm like speechless. Her nails are painted green. I think the easiest thing I can do is just show you guys up close. So I will be right back with you. Okay, you guys, I am absolutely speechless at this doll. I mean, she is beautiful. I have no words. Here's her purse. But, oh my gosh. Just... she's stunning. The back, every inch of this doll, you guys. Oh my gosh, the silhouette. She looks like royalty. From head to toe, she is gorgeous. I have no words. I am so happy to have her. Oh my gosh. She is stunning. That's all I have to say. She's stunning. Look at her. I am amazed. I wish we got dolls like this way more often. The attention to detail. Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's just wow. Look at her. I think the doll honestly speaks for itself. She might be better than Vampire Heart. I'm saying it now. I think she's better than Vampire Heart. I mean, I love the look of the aesthetic of Vampire Heart, but Jinafire. Yeah, she's better than Vampire Heart. I'm saying it now. Sorry, guys. All other opinions are invalid. This is the best collector doll ever. Hands down. I don't know how Mattel can ever beat this. I really don't. But yeah, that's it. That's it. She speaks for herself. Wow. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for you today. I don't think Mattel is ever going to be able to beat this. Wow, that's all I have to say. I don't think they're ever going to beat this doll. I really don't. I just hope we get more dolls of this quality in the future. Wow. I need to go admire her more. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. If you want to see more content between now and my next video, go check out my Instagram, linked in the description down below. I try my best to stay active over there. Also linked in the description down below is my Momoa. If you want to take a look at what's in the cabinet behind me or the shelves in front of me, you can find them all over there. Miss Fang Vote Jinafire Long herself is posted over there. Go show her some love. She deserves it. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in my next video. And remember, don't be afraid to be yourself. Bye.